and welcome to beautiful Dubai. A change from my usual kind of content, but I thought it was something that needed to be said. And well, why not? It's my channel, I can do what I like with it. So it might be popular, it might just completely fall flat on its face, but I've got something I want to discuss here, and it's quite a serious topic actually, so I shall change the face. So basically, I'm here in Dubai, and the first thing I want to mention is that it is a stunning place. It really is. As you can see from the background here, and no doubt I've put a little bit of a montage up of all the places I've been to see. So let's talk about what's good about it first of all. So we're in a centre of opulence is the only way I can describe it. This is just... To say jaw-dropping doesn't do it justice, and I've been to plenty of places in my life, and I think the fact that it's all very new, this kind of landscape that you can see in the background and on the videos that I'm going to show or have already shown, it's not something that you would get in the UK, because everything in the UK is much older. So all these buildings are 25, 30 years old maximum. So everything is new, even down to the people. You know, I feel quite old here looking around, and maybe it's something to do with the heat. I don't know the nuances of it, but there aren't many people above the age of 50 or 60. It could be the heat. I mean, it is tremendously hot. It's August as I'm filming this, and this is the hottest time of the year. It is 40, last night it was 41 degrees Celsius at 9 o'clock at night, which gives you an idea. It is unbearably hot for somebody who is used to having a slightly bluish tinge to their skin, who lives in the north of the UK. So yeah, it is a stunning place. Everything is very new. Everything is bigger, better, more opulent than practically anywhere that I've ever been, and it is an amazing place and well worth a visit. And the Burj Khalifa, which is obviously the tallest building in the world, to stand underneath it, I don't think I would ever tire of that. I mean, I've been up it, but I don't feel that that experience is the same as actually standing underneath. Standing underneath and just casting your eyes round at all the different skyscrapers and then onto the Burj Khalifa, and to see how much bigger it is compared to all the others, and just like drawing your eyes up to the very top. It's almost like looking into the gods. I can imagine it's very similar to how barbarians would have felt to walk into Rome 2,000 years ago. It's almost like a spiritual experience. It really is, and I don't mean spiritual in a religious sense. It just makes you ponder life and to really appreciate what people can achieve when they get together, what humans can achieve. I mean, the engineering feat that you can see when you look up at it, it's just... it defies description, frankly. I've done my best, but it really does defy description. You've got to experience it for yourself. So, buildings, incredible. The malls, 12,000 shops in the Dubai Mall. Again, in itself, you know, talking to somebody who isn't much of a shopper, again, you've got to see it to believe it. It really is an incredible sight. The restaurants and the food, I've never eaten anywhere with as good food, good quality food, with as big a range of culinary expertise as I've experienced this last week or so. So yeah, I feel really lucky, very fortunate to be able to experience what I've experienced here in Dubai. So that brings me to the topic of the video, which is the dirty little secret. So I'm going to move location and let's get into that. Okay, so I'm actually filming from the apartment here, and to go outside it's just too hot. The phone overheats in minutes. So what is the dirty little secret? Well, as you experience the opulence of Dubai, all the people that I come into contact with, so let's talk about the various services. So taxi drivers, I mean, there are thousands of taxis, like literally thousands. You don't have to wait more than like 10 seconds for another taxi to arrive. Thousands of taxis, all the people serving in all the restaurants, all the people serving in the shops, anybody I've come into contact with. Admittedly, it's in this one particular area, you know, I haven't travelled a great distance. I've come into contact with people at the airport, in the centre of the city here where I am now, over in the area around the Burj Khalifa. Everybody, and again, there might be exceptions, but everybody I've come into contact with has been an immigrant, a low paid immigrant. Now let me tell you how low paid. I understand the average wage here for low paid immigrants is £10 a day. Now, considering the amount of wealth that you see on show here, I'm finding that really difficult to come to terms with. Now, obviously, I'm experiencing it. I'm experiencing all the opulence here and all the fantastic facilities on display, but it appears to be built on immigrants and, dare I say, the exploitation of immigrants. Now, look, I'm not a political expert. I don't know or understand all the nuances of this, and maybe somebody can enlighten me, but these people, and the people that I've spoken to, all of them that I've spoken to, every taxi driver that I've actually spoken to, I've not spoken to them all, but everyone who's been willing to speak to me, all have families, wives, husbands, children in other countries, and they live here and their families live in other countries, talking Philippines, mainly, India, Pakistan. And while they're over here earning the miserable £10 a day, their families are in another country. And they are here for years. 2 years, somebody said, 5 years, somebody else was here 8, somebody else 10, while their families were somewhere else. Now, I understand that these people can't get residency. They've got to have a job to live here. I also understand that maybe they earn more here. I believe the earnings are tax-free here. So you've got to ask the question, why? Why are they so lowly paid? I mean, they do a fantastic job, they really do. They're so keen, they're so eager to please. But it just makes me somewhat uncomfortable that they're living this life where they're working 7 days a week, 365 days a year. That's what I've been told on numerous occasions from different people. No holidays, just permanently working. And they are keeping this opulent, thriving city, country, emirate, as it is now. So I don't really know how to feel about this. It makes me feel very uncomfortable, and I don't know the reasons for it. I don't know what would make them want to do that. Like I say, I'm willing to learn more. If anybody can enlighten me on why anybody would want to do that. Are they getting more money here? Is it only for a limited length of time? Well, I mean, 10 years is a long time to be away from your wife and your children or your family. I don't know. So that to me is a secret that is well hidden, because where do these people live? They clearly don't live within the city. I don't think they would be able to afford it. I certainly couldn't afford to live here. Makes you think. So if you do come to Dubai, or if you are fortunate enough to experience what I'm experiencing this holiday, then bear a thought for these people and make sure you tip. I know that's not going to change anything massively, but they will be really, really endlessly grateful to you. And it's going to help in some way, isn't it? It's not solving anything, but it's going to help. It's a really interesting place. I urge people to have a look and to, bear a thought for these people and try and help them out when you come over here. Now, again, I'm very, very much aware of some of the nuances of this, in as much as you could be doing more harm than good by supporting this economy, by supporting the big wigs with the money, because maybe that is what I'm actually doing by coming here and staying in one of these hotels. I don't know. I'm not bright enough to to come up with a solution. I don't know what the solution is, but I thought, I think people should know that this is what goes on here, and it's not something that sits well at this particular moment. I need to learn a bit more about this, I fully admit. But having said that, fantastic holiday, and these people have made my holiday wonderful, and it's great to put out another video, and no doubt I might do a few more of these style of videos. It's not all about plants, is it? I can't make anything about plants here because there aren't any. There are practically, we're in a desert. Anything that is growing has to be constantly, continually watered. They certainly can't leave it to the elements. It's so hot, and it is very unlikely that they get any rain in a year. I was talking to a guy probably in his 40s, and he said it's only rained perhaps once in the last 12 months, and even then only for about half an hour, and everybody comes out to see it, to witness that event. So let me know what you think of this style of video. Let me know what you think of my assessment of Dubai if you've been there. I love to hear from people. So I'll see you on the next one. Bye.